What do you think? Always has a life. Those are for or those who are against. Now, I hope that these Africans who are
People
there
that's
in
for
each one of
getting
these
paid.
countries that we'll have to discuss about GMOs realize it is a European concept. Europeans have always been against nature. Europeans, they will fight to change man into woman, woman into man. They will cross the boundaries of how we eat. They will cross the boundaries in how we live. They will cross the boundaries way beyond than what the creator has created. What is wrong with keeping food natural? We overproduce food anyway. For if you have an economical system in place on farms, the bugs have its place too to help out with production of foods. The bugs do eat, but the bugs do also pass on pollens to foods in order for them to bring forth more fruit. You have worms in the ground that, yes, will eat some of the crops, but it is healthy for the soil. These
The
things are not being
worms.
spoke about, but they're very important to the system that is in place when it comes to producing food. Let's keep everything natural beyond than what the European wants.
Comments.
That's the thing that cause I remember when I used to go fishing. We used to go fishing as a kid. Like we could just walk like 20 feet from the house and take a little spoon and move some dirt and there's all worms that we can use to go fishing with, bro.
Yeah,
I don't like. I'm really
it's
like. When was the last time you actually
yeah.
could
Where
get?
the where are the worms? And crickets. We used to go catch the crickets to go fishing with. Same thing. And I
Yeah,
remember not that long ago here in Houston where I would see rabbits all the time at dusk and dawn.
yeah.
Everywhere, everywhere, literally everywhere in people's backyards and stuff. Like
Well, I
I don't
still
see
wake
the
up and see
rabbits.
little rat. I still wake up and see rabbits in the front yard when I'm in Austin. So but well, I say Austin. Well, I'm outside of Austin. But either way, I definitely like when he said that. Like the ecology is off. The ecosystem is definitely off, and I believe that it has a lot to do with the GMO systems that's been going on. Because I said, I mean, as a kid, bro, like it was. I mean, that was the way to get you. That was the way to get your worms to go fishing with. You didn't have to go to some tackle store, do it like nowadays. If you want to get worms, you really have to go somewhere, and then how much they cost? Like, cause they
Yeah,
must be, they're rare.
that it is a little bit. I still buy worms to go fishing sometimes. I go to Lake Houston, and worms, even though they're messy, it's a pretty good bait. And yeah, they are kind of expensive in there. I don't know what they got farms though. They grow them. Let me
That's what,
read some comments. It
but that's
says,
that's but that's unnatural too. That's the whole point. That's what I'm just saying. Like having to have a farm where they should just be abundant everywhere.
yeah.
Yeah,
Let me read this comment. It says, this was excellent information, and to see it talked about in Parliament was also great. However, why is Bill Gates promoting this in Africa? I agree with the lady who said, let him do it in America and do not use us as guinea pigs. Leave our African farmers alone.
we've already been the guinea pigs. That's why it shouldn't be such a hard thing to figure out for them. You know, those who are, I think the ones that's saying that yeah we should do this, you know, we need to look strongly at them. They should be looking strongly at them because it's like, okay, did you get a check? Like, what did Bill Gates give you something? You know what I'm saying? Like, he has touched some people in that parliament to, the way they always do. I mean, just like what they would do here in America as far as lobbying. So,
Yeah.
um,
Let me read some more comments. It says, you don't have to look farther to see that GMOs and frankenfoods have caused obesity in the US. I
mhm.
pray that Kenya does right thing and reject all GMOs.
And
Another comment. Go
we
ahead.
got we got to also think too that um, these things weaken our immune system. You know what I'm saying? The illness, because I mean, if you think everybody around the world that had, that was involved in the pandemic, Africans was the least that was involved, except for like South Africa, which has a heavy presence of Europeans. So I mean, I think that the healthy food, like the more natural and nutritional foods that they have available, allows them to have a strong immune system, that if they did get any around, because I'm assuming that everybody was subject to it, that their bodies fought it off way better than anybody else around the world, especially Americans or anybody who has any involvement with because I mean, like I said, our health is, on the large, like our health is horrible around the world. Like, we're the fattest people on the planet here in America, and it's not just because we're rich. It's because we choose to eat the wrong things.
Let me read some more. It says 329 timestamp. If it's so good, then let him sell it to his own country. We cannot be used as guinea pigs. I love that sister for saying that. God bless her forever. Another comment. This is exactly the reason the colonizers didn't want our people to read and learn. Africa unite and become self-sufficient. Hallelujah. Another comment. Thank you for this video. Here in America, we never get to see our brothers and sisters in Africa standing up against GMOs.
Or anything. I'm surprised we were able to see that.
Read some more. Another comment. It says, try that in Haiti also. Research what it does to the bees and what it does to nearby organic farm produce. Don't fall for GMO. Another comment, it says, GMOs are banned in Europe. This is due to fears that GMOs have the potential to cause harm to human and animal health and ecosystems, as well as
What?
dramatic reduction in plant diversity. If the Europeans won't sell it in their country, don't let them sell it to yours. I think they're banned in Russia too. I don't think there's any GMOs in Russia either.
I'm thinking about moving to Russia.
You sound like Kanye. I
But
guess
everybody wants all of their stuff, but
that's
we're
a really good point too, because